Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Larsen and welcome to the video. We're talking about hormones. Hormones are a very hot topic, very important topic. So many people are out there, trying to change their hormones. There's billboards when I drive down the road, ads in newspapers for, different medications and hormones and things like synthetic hormones. We're talking about bioidentical hormones. There's lots of different ways to manipulate hormones. But I have a question for you, and it's really the question that you should be asking yourself as well, is what is the source of low hormones in the first place? Now it could be estrogen, it could be testosterone, it could be a thyroid hormone. There's a lot of hormones out there. But what is the cause? Right? What is the source of having low hormones? Because it's one thing to have a measurement of some kind, a blood test, a urine test, a saliva test for hormones, and you see one low. It doesn't tell you why it's low, okay? And it's not just aging. If you've been told that, that is not true. It is not just aging. Just because you're getting older, 38 years old, 52 years old, 67 years old, it doesn't mean that you should have abnormally low hormones, right? We naturally decline as we age a little bit, but you can have a very high level of hormones in the right balance well into older age, okay? But you have to figure out why. Why are the hormones becoming low in the first place? And that's the key question. So we're going to talk about something called the endocrine control tower today in this video. And a lot of text on here, but I want to make sure you understand what the endocrine system actually is. It's a collection of glands, okay? This is the glandular system that produce hormones. Now what they do is they regulate metabolism. You see growth and development, tissue function, sexual function, reproduction, sleep, mood, among other things. Your hormones run the show, and I think you understand that, right? Your hormones are just so important. So this is your endocrine system. Now, here are some of the glands that we have. We have the hypothalamus, pituitary, and pineal. Those are all glands in the brain. Then we have the thyroid, the parathyroid, the thymus, which is right here. We have our adrenal glands, kidneys, pancreas, ovary, uterus, testes. These all have an endocrine component to them. They all produce hormones. So here's our control tower, okay? Control tower way up here, hypothalamus. This is the gland that measures all the hormones in the body, in the blood, and it says, oh, you're low, I need to do something about that. And it sends a signal to a gland saying, hey, produce more of this substance, whatever hormone it might be. So we have our hypothalamus and our pituitary, two glands that sit right here in the brain. Thyroid, adrenal, gonads, ovaries, all endocrine glands as well. So here's our control tower. Here's the second control tower. Again, this is in the brain. So your hypothalamus is getting information from your blood because the blood travels around and through this. And if it needs something, it sends a certain signal down to the pituitary gland. And from there is where the pituitary sends it out to the proper organ. Okay? So in this case, the pituitary is sending out TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, to the thyroid gland. Okay? And that's what it does. And it tells the thyroid gland, hey, make some more T4 and T3. Now this is where a lot of people are taking synthetic T4, maybe even T3. It's usually T4 over here. Okay? However, what if you have a toxic burden here? That's disrupting this communication right here. Or what if you have one over here? Would this be the right thing to do? Because you have a disturbance up here as well. How about a toxic here? Or even a toxic down here? You see, toxins can disrupt all over the place. They can disrupt any pathway. And how they do that is two main places. Number one is fat cells. So fat cells in your body, of course, is one reason why people have a hard time losing weight in today's time. Because it's not just about calories in versus calories out. It's not about starving yourself. It's about your hormones and how they're working. And why aren't your hormones working? The big key here is toxins. You're completely toxic. There's like 87,000 chemicals in our environment today that were not here 100 years ago. We've manufactured them. Now don't you think that over time of accumulating these things that there's going to be some type of disruption in your body? It just makes common sense, right? It's not going to kill you tomorrow in most cases, but that slow accumulation. So fat cells are huge, but fat cells are also in your brain, in your nerve tissue as well. So your body engulfs these things. And toxins are attracted to many toxins are attracted to fat cells. And the other one is nerve cells. So those two places, your nervous tissue, so your brain, the nerves of your body, your spinal cord, toxins just get attracted to there. And your nervous system is priority number one. It's what controls everything in your body. So if your nervous system isn't working correctly, the hormones aren't going to work correctly. They get their signal from the nervous system, right? It just makes sense. So here we have again, pituitary to adrenal. Your adrenal is one of the hormones that makes this cortisol. You probably heard of that, the stress, cortisol. Again, toxic burden can impact it at any point. So if you're not looking at toxins, you're missing the boat, right? You're not getting far enough upstream, we call it. You're looking at downstream symptom type things. Oh, your cortisol is low or high or skewed, or your testosterone in this case is low. You've got low T. Why do you have low T? What's occurring? Because you can just take testosterone and boost that for a while, maybe even feel better, but what's happening to all these different places because you haven't removed the source, the cause? What's going to happen later? Something else is going to break down. Here we have the ovaries and estrogen. Same scenario, right? You could have too high estrogen, too low, whatever it might be. Or progesterone. These are all factors. So the control tower, again, is this point right here, but we can have effects from toxins throughout the whole thing. This is true looking at your health from a holistic viewpoint. And holistic doesn't mean like, oh, it's weird, it's alternative. It means, no, we're looking at the whole thing. Like whole, not H-O-L-I-S-T-I-S-T, but W-H-O-L, whole, holistic. Looking at the whole process, not just thyroid hormone, not just estrogen, not just testosterone. Okay, that's really, really key. So if you like this video, if you want to learn more, I make more videos. I have more information on my website, on my blog, and you can also get in contact with me there if you're struggling, if you want answers to your chronic health challenges of any kind. I have a consultation system set up on there as well. So go there if you're interested in that. Again, I'm Dr. Brant Larsen, and I'll see you again soon.